In our journey through life, we're bound to encounter people with malicious intentions, those whose words and actions seem designed to unsettle our peace. It's a reality we cannot escape. Yet how we respond to such negativity defines who we are and our quality of life. What if there was a way to face these challenges with unwavering calm, compassion, and dignity? This is where the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy comes into play. In this article, we'll explore practical and profound lessons from Stoicism that teach us how to identify and deal with toxic individuals, and use these encounters as opportunities for personal growth and inner strength. We'll dive into the teachings of great Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, alongside the moral guidance of Christian ethics, to discover how to maintain our integrity and peace in the face of adversity. Are you ready to transform how you deal with negativity and embrace a life of greater meaning and tranquility? Join us as we delve into these powerful principles, and remember to subscribe to our channel for more insights on Stoic living and self-development. Your journey to mastering the art of inner peace starts here. 1. Recognizing an evil person according to Stoicism. In Stoic philosophy, recognizing someone with harmful intentions is not about casting judgment, but safeguarding our inner peace. The great Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." This insight teaches us that identifying negative individuals is not to retaliate, but to ensure we don't get caught in their web of negativity. So, how do we recognize these individuals, and why does it matter? People with evil tendencies often reveal themselves through their actions, deceit, harmful words, or destructive behavior. However, rather than condemning them outright, Stoicism encourages us to dig deeper to understand the root causes of their behavior. Often, these actions stem from their own suffering or personal struggles. This approach aligns closely with the teachings of Christianity, where Jesus advocates for loving our enemies and praying for those who persecute us. It's not about condoning their behavior, but rising above it and maintaining our nobility. For instance, when faced with a colleague who constantly undermines others, instead of reacting with anger or frustration, we might ask ourselves what they might be going through that drives such behavior. By doing so, we protect our peace and cultivate compassion, a blend of Stoic wisdom and Christian ethics. Recognizing someone as evil becomes less about defending ourselves and more about an opportunity to practice virtues like patience, understanding, and forgiveness. In this way, we live by the Stoic ideal and the teachings of Jesus, becoming individuals who maintain peace, love, and forgiveness, regardless of the negativity we encounter. 2. Not being affected by malicious actions. One of the core teachings of Stoic philosophy is learning how to remain unaffected by the negative actions of others. It's easy to let criticism, judgment, or insults from others stir up feelings of anger, sadness, or anxiety within us. However, the Stoics remind us that these emotions do little to serve us. They only disrupt our inner peace and cloud our judgment. Instead, Stoicism advocates for keeping a steady mind that is not easily swayed by external forces. The key is to focus on what you can control, your thoughts, emotions, and reactions, rather than letting the behavior of others dictate your state of mind. This principle is echoed in many of Jesus' teachings, emphasizing the importance of forgiveness and kindness, even toward those who seek to harm us. By not allowing their actions to disturb your inner tranquility, you embrace a life of compassion and altruism. In practical terms, this might look like a leader who receives harsh criticism but listens carefully, learns from it where possible, and ignores any non-constructive feedback. Instead of reacting angrily or defensively, they maintain their composure, showing strength and self-control. This ability to remain undisturbed by negativity is not just about self-preservation. It's also about setting a powerful example for others. When we refuse to be affected by malicious actions, we demonstrate a deep understanding of human nature and life itself. We acknowledge that true strength lies in our ability to control ourselves, not others. By maintaining calmness in the face of adversity, we protect our inner peace and contribute to reducing tension and conflict in our relationships. In doing so, we become a source of positivity, inspiring those around us to act with the same calmness and resilience. 3. Using wisdom to deal with evil people. When confronted with people who harbor malicious intentions, Stoic philosophy teaches us to approach the situation with wisdom rather than impulsive reactions. Epictetus wisely observed that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This insight underscores the importance of patience, observation, and thoughtful analysis before responding to negativity. In moments of confrontation, it's tempting to react immediately, driven by emotion. However, Stoicism encourages us to pause and consider the situation carefully. By understanding the motives and circumstances of the other person, we can respond in a way that is both wise and measured, avoiding the pitfalls of rash decisions that could harm ourselves and others. For example, imagine a CEO publicly criticized for a business decision that didn't go as planned. Instead of reacting defensively or shifting blame, a wise leader listens to the criticism, gathers the necessary information, and reflects on the situation from multiple perspectives. This thoughtful approach allows them to learn from their mistakes, demonstrate responsibility, and ultimately strengthen the trust of their employees and stakeholders. Similarly, in the realm of politics, wise leaders often choose to listen carefully and consider different viewpoints before making an official response to criticism or attacks. They understand that hasty reactions can lead to undesirable consequences, damaging the reputation of the organizations they represent. Using wisdom to deal with malicious people is not just about avoiding mistakes. It's about seizing growth opportunities with intelligence and restraint. We not only protect ourselves from unnecessary conflict, but also create an environment where calmness and clarity prevail. This way, we can navigate challenges with patience and wisdom, fostering a positive atmosphere for ourselves and those around us. 4. Maintaining calm in the face of evil. Stoic philosophy teaches us that maintaining calm in the presence of those with malicious intentions is not just a lesson in self-control, it's an art. Epictetus, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom reminds us that our peace of mind is determined not by external events, but by how we respond to them. We will inevitably encounter people who exude negativity or toxic behavior. Whether it's a heated argument with a colleague or a tense moment with a loved one, reacting with anger only escalates the situation. Stoicism teaches us that by staying calm and responding with compassion, we can maintain our inner balance and even diffuse potentially volatile situations. This approach finds a powerful parallel in Christian teachings, particularly in the example set by Jesus, who advised turning the other cheek rather than retaliating against aggression. This is not about being passive or weak, but about embodying a strength that comes from deep within, a strength that chooses patience and love over the instinct to fight back. Consider the example of a leader in a company who, when faced with a problematic and antagonistic partner, chooses to respond with professionalism and courtesy. By doing so, they preserve their dignity and inspire those around them to handle challenges with grace. This kind of calmness, far from being a sign of weakness, is a testament to inner strength and maturity. In essence, staying calm in the face of evil is about protecting yourself from the corrosive effects of negativity. It's about choosing a response that reflects your values and contributes to a more peaceful world. Each time we select calmness and compassion over anger and resentment, we not only improve our lives but also set an example for others, spreading the values of Stoic wisdom far and wide. 5. Understanding the motives of evil individuals. Stoicism teaches us that when faced with individuals exhibiting negative or harmful behavior, It's essential to look beyond their actions and understand the underlying motives. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, men exist for the sake of one another. Teach them then, or bear with them. This perspective encourages us to approach others empathetically, even when their actions are hurtful or destructive. Negative behavior often stems from deeper issues, fears, insecurities, or a lack of understanding. Instead of reacting with anger or resentment, Stoicism invites us to consider why someone might be acting in a harmful way. This understanding can help us avoid being pulled into a cycle of negativity and, in some cases, even provide an opportunity to help them or, at the very least, avoid becoming like them. A powerful example of this principle in action is found in the life of Mahatma Gandhi. Facing oppression and repression from British colonial forces, Gandhi chose to respond not with hatred but with nonviolence and tolerance. He recognized that the colonizers' actions were driven not just by greed, but also by fear of losing power and control. This understanding allowed Gandhi to maintain his commitment to peace and compassion, leading a movement that inspired the world. Gandhi's approach illustrates the Stoic lesson of understanding the motives behind negative behavior. We can respond with patience and empathy rather than retaliating by seeing beyond the surface. This helps us maintain our inner peace and opens the door to more constructive interactions and outcomes. When we choose to understand rather than judge, we protect ourselves from negativity and become a source of positive influence in the lives of others. 6. Upholding moral principles against temptation. Facing temptation is an inevitable part of life, and Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of upholding our moral principles in these moments. It's easy to be swayed by short-term gains or the allure of immediate rewards, but true strength lies in staying true to our values, even when difficult. Stoicism teaches that maintaining our ethics in the face of temptation is essential for preserving self-respect and integrity. Sometimes, we might be tempted by opportunities that promise quick success or material benefits, but if these come at the cost of our principles, they are not worth pursuing. Upholding our morals in such situations isn't just about being virtuous. It's about remaining loyal to ourselves and our values. The teachings of Jesus provide a powerful example of this steadfastness. When faced with temptation in the desert, Jesus refused to compromise his principles, affirming his faith and commitment to what is right. "You shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve," he declared, demonstrating the resilience needed to resist temptations that challenge our core beliefs. In real life, this might be seen in a businessperson who turns down a lucrative but unethical deal, recognizing that the long-term value of integrity far outweighs any short-term profit. Or it could be an individual who refuses to take shortcuts that compromise their moral code, even when those shortcuts offer an easier path. Upholding moral principles in the face of temptation is a test of character. It requires maturity, strength, and a deep commitment to living according to one's values. When we resist temptation, we affirm our self-respect and build trust with others, creating a foundation of reliability and integrity that is far more valuable than any temporary gain. In the end, staying true to our principles ensures we can reflect on our decisions with pride and satisfaction, knowing we chose the right path. 7. Finding gratitude in challenges from evil people. Stoicism teaches us to reframe the challenges we face, even those posed by malicious individuals, as opportunities for growth. It's easy to view adversity as something to be resented, but Stoic wisdom encourages us to see it differently, as a chance to strengthen our character and discover our inner resilience. When we encounter people with bad intentions, they may create obstacles or cause us pain, but these difficulties can also be valuable lessons. Instead of allowing bitterness to take root, we can be grateful for the experience, recognizing that it pushes us to develop patience, wisdom, and strength. This perspective transforms adversity from a source of frustration into a catalyst for personal growth. The teachings of Jesus echo this sentiment, urging us to love and forgive those who wrong us. By responding to negativity with kindness and understanding, we protect our peace of mind and grow spiritually. Embracing challenges with gratitude allows us to see them as integral parts of our journey toward becoming better, more compassionate individuals. Consider a leader who faces harsh criticism from their team. Instead of reacting defensively or with anger, a Stoic approach would be to listen carefully and use the feedback to improve their leadership skills. By doing so, they enhance their abilities and create a culture of openness and mutual respect within the organization. Gratitude for the challenges posed by difficult people is a powerful mindset that helps us maintain a pure heart while turning adversity into an opportunity for self-improvement. When we approach life's difficulties with this attitude, we grow stronger and inspire those around us to do the same. Finding gratitude in these moments sets us on the path to becoming the best version of ourselves, capable of transforming every obstacle into a stepping stone toward greater wisdom and inner peace. 8. Establishing personal boundaries with evil people. In Stoic philosophy, establishing clear personal boundaries is essential when dealing with individuals who exhibit harmful behavior. Epictetus emphasized that while we cannot control the actions or thoughts of others, we can control how we respond and protect ourselves. Setting boundaries is not about isolation or cutting people off entirely. Instead, it's about safeguarding our mental and emotional well-being. We've all encountered situations where someone's negative behavior or constant pressure has left us drained or hurt. In such moments, setting boundaries is crucial. This might mean choosing not to engage in toxic conversations, distancing yourself from those who consistently bring negativity into your life, or firmly declining unreasonable demands. The teachings of Jesus also highlight the importance of maintaining our values and not being drawn into harmful behaviors. He advised, "Do not throw pearls before swine," reminding us that we should not waste our energy and kindness on those who do not appreciate them. Instead, we should focus on protecting our self-respect and maintaining our values. In practice, this could look like a manager who, while being firm and respectful, knows how to say no to requests that would overextend them or compromise their work-life balance. It could also be someone in a personal relationship who recognizes when a friend or family member's behavior is consistently negative and chooses to create some distance to preserve their peace of mind. Setting personal boundaries is a powerful tool for maintaining inner peace and protecting yourself from the harmful influence of others. It's not an act of selfishness, but one of self-care and self-respect. By establishing these limits, we create a healthy space where we can continue to thrive and live according to our values, free from the disruptions of negativity. 9. Forgiveness and how to treat evil individuals. In Stoic philosophy, forgiveness is not merely an act of kindness, but a profound strategy for preserving our inner peace and freedom. When we encounter individuals who wrong us or act maliciously, our instinct might be to hold on to resentment or anger. However, Stoicism teaches that clinging to these negative emotions only harms us, clouding our judgment and trapping us in a cycle of negativity. As the Stoics view it, forgiveness is a way to release ourselves from the burdens of resentment. It's about recognizing that the actions of others often stem from ignorance, pain, or a lack of understanding rather than inherent evil. By choosing to forgive, we free ourselves from the emotional weight of anger and open the door to greater clarity and peace of mind. This approach is beautifully exemplified in the life of Nelson Mandela. After enduring 27 years of imprisonment under South Africa's apartheid regime, Mandela emerged not with a heart full of bitterness, but with a commitment to reconciliation and forgiveness. He understood that holding on to hatred would only keep him imprisoned differently. Mandela's decision to forgive those who oppressed him was not just an act of moral superiority, but a strategic choice that allowed him to lead his nation toward healing and unity. In our own lives, forgiveness can have a similarly transformative effect. When we let go of our anger toward those who have wronged us, we regain our emotional freedom and reinforce our commitment to living a life guided by wisdom rather than reactive impulses. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior or allowing it to continue unchecked. Instead, it's about refusing to let that behavior dictate our inner state. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for maintaining our inner calm and contributing to a more compassionate and understanding world. By treating those who have wronged us with kindness and forgiveness, we preserve our peace and set an example that can inspire change in others. In the end, forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves, allowing us to move forward with a clear mind and an open heart, free from resentment. 10. Choosing situations and setting limits when dealing with evil. We will inevitably cross paths with people who exhibit negative behaviors or have harmful intentions. While responding with wisdom and compassion is essential, Stoic philosophy also emphasizes choosing our battles wisely and setting clear boundaries. Knowing when to engage and distance ourselves is crucial for protecting our inner peace and self-respect. Stoicism teaches that we don't have to be drawn into every conflict or interaction with toxic individuals. Sometimes, the best course of action is simply stepping back and not allowing their negativity to affect us. This doesn't mean avoiding difficult situations altogether, but rather recognizing which situations are worth our energy and which are not. By setting limits, we create a space where we can maintain our values and avoid being pulled into the destructive patterns of others. This principle is echoed in the teachings of Jesus, who advised loving others while recognizing the importance of self-care. He taught, "Love your neighbor as yourself," implying that while we should be compassionate toward others, we must also protect our well-being. This balance between compassion and self-preservation is vital to living a peaceful and fulfilling life. For example, in a work environment, you might have a colleague who constantly undermines others or creates conflict. Instead of getting entangled in their negativity, you can maintain a professional distance, engage only when necessary, and focus on your work and well-being. Similarly, in personal relationships, if someone consistently exhibits harmful behavior, it might be necessary to set boundaries to protect your mental and emotional health. Choosing the right situations to engage in and setting limits when dealing with negative people is a powerful way to safeguard your inner peace. It's not about avoiding challenges, but about being strategic in handling them. By consciously choosing how and when to interact with complex individuals, you remain true to your values and maintain control over your life. This approach allows you to gracefully navigate the complexities of human interactions, preserving your well-being while still embodying the principles of kindness and compassion. Conclusion. In navigating the complexities of life, we inevitably encounter individuals whose actions and intentions challenge our peace and integrity. Through the lens of Stoic philosophy, we've explored how to recognize and respond to these challenges with wisdom, compassion, and strength. From identifying harmful behavior and maintaining our calm to setting boundaries and finding gratitude in adversity, each lesson serves as a guide to protect our inner peace and foster personal growth. We've learned that by understanding the motives of those who harm us, we can approach them with empathy rather than judgment. By upholding our moral principles in the face of temptation and practicing forgiveness, we free ourselves from the burdens of anger and resentment, allowing us to live more fulfilling and peaceful lives. By choosing our battles wisely and setting clear limits, we ensure that our interactions are guided by our values, not by the negativity of others. In conclusion, apply these Stoic principles daily. Remember that your response defines your peace the next time you encounter someone with malicious intentions. Choose calm over chaos, wisdom over impulsiveness, and compassion over hostility. If you found these insights valuable, take a moment to reflect on how you can incorporate them into your own life. Share your thoughts in the comments, and let us know how you handle challenging interactions. And if you're eager to continue exploring the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, subscribe to our channel. We can cultivate a life filled with meaning, resilience, and tranquility. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to having you with us on this journey of self-discovery and growth.